Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I would really hate for you to be in this kind of situation, but somehow if you end up in one, just remember that your boy got you covered. This video is a complete guide for screen replacements of any model of iPhone at all, just because of the fact that the new ones have exact same build as the old ones except for the home button. So let's get started. Anytime you purchase the off-market screen from Amazon or some other website like that, it claims to have everything you need in the box, but it's not true for many cases. Hence, I would suggest you purchase a small tool package like this one, which has all kinds of tools you would ever need to complete this kind of project. Okay, so the first step is to get rid of two screws at the bottom here, and I can't emphasize enough on this that you must. And I repeat, you must do your drawing or whatever it is that you want to do to remember exact location of each screw. You must not interchange their location. Remember, even if you move the platform where the screws are sitting, even a tiny bit, it would mix them up and you would be left to solve a new puzzle. Anyways, once we take out the bottom screws, we need a pry tool like this to cut through the adhesive material that keeps the screen attached and waterproof. This should also let you know that your phone would now not be waterproof anymore, but then again, the broken screen is the same thing. So logically, you're not losing anything here. Once you unclip the screen from all around, remember to lift it up from the left side just because the right side has some very delicate parts clipped onto the motherboard. Now, logically thinking, the screen has three parts on it. Home button, which might not be the case for every model, screen itself, and the phone call speakers as well as the camera on the top. Hence, there should be three different delicate paper-thin pieces that we need to detach from the motherboard. And given that these are the delicate ones, there should also be some extra protection done by Apple. And yes, this is all true. First, we take off the protective metal pieces over the screen and home button connection to the motherboard by simply unscrewing the screws on them. Just remember to keep track of the screws on your amazing drawings. Once you do that, simply use the pry tool to unclip them. Then you do the same for the call speakers/camera. Remove the protective metal sheath, then either use the pry tool or whatever it is that you want to use that works better for you to unclip it. This will completely detach the screen from the motherboard. Now this is where you have to retrieve two pieces from the old screen. One is the camera and the speaker, second is the home button. Again, which might not be something you need in some cases. So let's start with the easy part and remove the home button first by simply unscrewing these screws, then unclip it from the chipset. Once we do that, the button slides out of the hole very easily. Now let's go over to the camera section and simply remove the protective metal on the camera and unscrew and unclip the chipset on it. Once we do that, it simply just slides through it. Then take the entire paper chipset out by unclipping it. It's a fairly simple thing to do. Unfortunately, I could not record it, so make sure that you see the steps on a different video or tutorial for you to be very comfortable about it before you actually do it. Once you do that, you need to remove this metal shield from the old screen by removing all of these screws. Once you do that, you're done with the old screen once and for all. You can either throw it out or put it in your trophy section if you want to keep a record of it. So let's bring in the new screen. We simply reverse all the steps now, put the metal shield that we took out at the end back on first, and screw it back. Then place the home button back in place, clip it on, and then screw on the metal protection as well. Again, this is where people that keep track of all the screws would have a lot more appreciation about it. After that, we jump onto the camera and the complicated paper chipset. First step is to align these two holes with these two pop-up pieces and simply fold everything back over to the camera the way it was in the beginning and connect them to their respective inputs. Again, make sure you watch this step in detail before getting started and you should be fine with this. Then cover it up with the metal pieces and screw it back on. Now you're almost done with everything. It's all downhill ride from here. Simply snap these chipsets back onto the motherboard the way they were previously. Camera and speaker goes on the top and the rest connections are done in the middle of it. Simply snap them on using any tool that works for you, then cover them up by screwing the metal protective pieces over them. That's it. You can push the screen back onto the motherboard and screw back the bottom two screws the way they were in the beginning. If all went as explained in the video, you're good to go. Simply do any necessary tests to check the screen responsiveness and you should be good to go. I really hope you guys like this video. Leave a like, share, or comment any thought you have or questions and someone in the community will help you definitely. Peace.